Good evening, friends. Study with the Pal Engineering and General Geology Parvin Singh book. So, in chapter 7, the structural feature of rock, the lichen sites. These are the surface. These are the surface of the faulted blocks that bear a clear evidence of a frictional rubbing against each other suffered by them during the process of displacements due to faulting. The evidence may be in the forms of polishings of the surface and or occurrence of grooves or striations, faint or deep lines like markings on them. It is obvious that such evidence may be expected only on the recently faulted surface because in the old faults such as evidence is more likely to be removed by subsequent weatherings, but when traced slack inside make very important evidence of faulting because from their study much can be inferred about the direction of actual displacement suffered by the rocks during the faulting. In many cases, these surfaces so on them minute sometimes difficult to notice a ridge or irregularities running at right angles to the stations. These are often referred to as a chatter marks and has to face a steep and gentle. So the movement of the blocks might have taken place from the gentle side to the steep sides, and such inference, however, requires elaborate studies or proper interpretations. And rec is a term related to lichen sides. In fault, it is used to express the angular relationships of lichen sides or some other lines with the fault planes. Rec may be defined as the angles which any given line, say a stations in a given planes make with the horizontal lines in the same plane. So in figure, first rec explained bed before faultings P F A B C D F P this in this bed after faulting. After faultings, angles R is rec made by stress of the bed PQ on fault planes and horizontal lines PR on the same planes. So gauge and fault breccia. Rubbings rubbings and mutual sharings of block during the faultings, especially in brittle rocks, often produce typical crushed materials from the involved blocks that are used indicators of faultings in that region. The most common and important products are gauge. It is finely pulverized clay like powdered rock materials which occur at or near the base of the fault zones. It is obviously the result of strong rubbing actions due to mutual frictions during the faulting process. Fault breccia, it is the crushed and not powdered angular fragmentary materials produced during faulting, especially when the rocks are brittle and hard. Very often the angular fragment get embedded and cemented in the gauge and produce a typical rock mass once again, which is specially called fault breccia to differentiate it from the breccias of pure sedimentary origin found in sedimentary basins. Mylonite, this is also called microbreccias, and obviously is similar to fault breccia but contains very fine grained broken particles from the involved rocks that get thoroughly cemented and compacted. Thank you.